Coach Yeho and Champ here, bringing you the draft analysis for a new league that I'm in called Dependency D League. This is a new league that I was invited to from a friend who I'm in another league with. Um, and this is actually season 2 of that league. Hopefully, I'm looking forward to bringing you guys a uh, an awesome new season. This is going to be really tough because a lot of the coaches in this league are extremely good battlers, and I'm a little bit scared going into this, but it's looking like it's going to be a really really great season. Without further ado, let's get right into the team builder. So, first of all, there's a big difference between this draft and draft in the UVL because the UVL draft was based on Smogon tiers, which are uh, OU, UU, RU, and NUPU. These are based on GVA tiers, which is tier 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And there are also megas, and each mega has its own tier as well. Uh, each Pokemon has a tier, and each tier has a point value. Every team is guaranteed one tier 1, one tier 2, two tier 3s, a tier 4 and a tier 5, one mega, and then you get 400 uh, total points to spend on 4 free agents. Now, if you actually get a mega that's not in tier 1, you get extra points to spend on free agents. But most of the tier 1 megas are not worth giving up. So, without further ado, let's get into our draft for the Phoenix Sunkerns, and we're going to start off with Mega Gardevoir. Now, this is a Pokemon I've wanted to use for so long, just because it has so much special attack, and its speed tier is really good. It has Hyper Voice and Side Shock and Focus Blast, and all of those together pretty much form neutral coverage all around. And coming off of a 165 base special attack, I mean, it's just ridiculous. Like, this thing hits so hard. And I remember you guys, you guys remember my prep for the first game in the UVL. I was so scared of this thing. And I'm actually really happy he didn't bring it. Uh, but yeah, so this Pokemon is very scary to deal with. The only thing that holds it back a little bit is its speed is at the 100 point, so it actually speed ties a lot of the faster threats, and gets outsped by things like Weavile, by things like Gengar, by things like even Scissors Bullet Punch, which is a little bit annoying. It has good special defense, I think 135 base, but its defense is like awful, so it's not going to be wanting to take a physical hit. But yeah, that's Mega Gardevoir. Something I'm really looking forward to using. You can run this thing in a lot of different ways. You can run it with some support moves like screens. You can run it with Will-O-Wisp. You can run Calm Mindset. You can run just the standard physical special sweeper, all out attacker. It's really it really depends on what kind of team you're trying to go up against. So to complement Mega Gardevoir, my next choice, which is the tier 1 Pokemon, is Garchomp. Garchomp, I thought, complemented Gardevoir really well because not only did it help form part of the Fairy Dragon Steel Core, it also it's a physical attacker and has more physical defense, whereas Mega Gardevoir has more special defense and is a special attacker. So I thought they worked really well together. And Garchomp is just one of those really scary Pokemon. It breaks the 100 speed tier. It has 102 speed, so it can outspeed a lot of the tier 1 Pokemon. It's really hard with Outrage, with Earthquake. It can be run bulky with Rocky Helmet and Rough Skin. You can have Outrage for just Banded Outrage or Scarfed Outrage to destroy so many Pokemon. And really, it's just ridiculously strong. The only thing that really stops it is Ice Shard from a powerful Ice type, which is a bit unfortunate, but this Pokemon all around is very good. And so next up, I actually went with a different sort of pick. I went with Empoleon. And Empoleon I really like because it gets access. It's one of the few Pokemon that's not flying type that gets access to Defog. And I really kind of wanted that hazard removal. And also, it can set up Stealth Rocks itself, and it has pretty nice base special attack and special defense. And if you're not running like a physically offensive fighting type or ground type, it's going to be very hard to break through this thing. You can also phase with Roar and hurt really hurt a lot of Pokemon with Ice Beam, with Scald, Hydro Pump even, depending on what you want to do. And overall, it's just a really good mon to use, and I'm looking forward to getting on a lot of people's nerves with this thing. So next up, I felt we needed a way to sort of increase the speed of my Pokemon a little better. So I decided to choose Galvantula, and I actually sniped Galvantula from someone else, but I'm so happy I did, because this team, as you'll actually see later, it's a bit slow. We don't have the greatest speed tiers, but let me tell you, with Sticky Webs up, Mega Gardevoir is like broken. It's so good, because that's one of the main ways to kill Gardevoir is with getting a Pokemon that's faster than it and taking advantage of that 100 base speed and low defense. But with Sticky Webs up from Galvantula, I mean, Mega Gardevoir could easily just sweep teams. And plus Stealth Rocks to break any Sturdies, Focus Sashes, or anything that would otherwise allow a Pokemon to survive a hit. It's just not going to be living after Stealth Rock. So Galvantula, not just a web setter, also has a respectable special attack and really great speed. Forms a nice Volt Turn combo as well with some Pokemon, so that's really nice. So I'm really looking forward to using this guy. He's really good. He's been very solid in the past. I know though a lot of my team building is going to be focused around getting Sticky Webs up and keeping them around. So definitely going to consider running Taunt on a couple of my Pokemon to stop the defog and any Rapid Spinners. I don't have a Ghost type. That's one of the things I need to fix. I would like to pick up a Ghost type to spin block. So that's something I'm going to be working on. So, on to my next pick, which is Staraptor. I decided I did not have a dedicated physical attacker yet, and Staraptor easily fit the bill. Like, this thing has insanely high attack that's only boosted by Reckless, and it gets Stab, Brave Bird, Stab, Double Edge, Quick Attack for priority. With Sticky Webs up, this thing outspeeds a lot of Pokemon, so you can run Choice Band over Choice Scarf, which is the generally more favorable item. You can run Choice Band and just ruin lives with Brave Bird. I mean, very few Pokemon can actually take a Brave Bird and heal it off or anything. It's just such a strong physical attacker, and also a really good response to Mega Venusaur when we have to come up against it. Although honestly, Mega Gardevoir is also a really good response to Mega Venusaur, but Sludge Bomb is a little bit scary. So if I can bring Staraptor so that it's the best counter possible to Venusaur, I will definitely do that, because Mega Venusaur is very scary. I don't like it. Alright, but next is Skarmory. I know this is the second flying type in a row, but I felt like I needed more physical defense. Like, this is my primary wall. This is going to be my primary Stealth Rock setter probably, or Spikes, or Whirlwind. Although I'm probably going to bring a couple other sets like Brave Bird offense. I could definitely do that. It gets Iron Head to deal with fairy types a little better. Whirlwind gets rid of Pokemon that are setting up, which is scary. Yeah, I mean, but this thing is just such a great physical wall. You can even run a special wall if you really want to. It just has great defenses all around. And with setup hazards, it's really nice. It also gets defog. So this is a second defogger I have here. Actually third if you count Staraptor, but when does Staraptor really defog? Let's be honest. But yeah, Skarmory, very great defensive Pokemon. Looking forward to using it. And yeah, this is my second Steel type. I have another Steel type. I decided to pick up Bisharp, just because Bisharp is an incredible pursuit trapper, especially against those scary psychics like like Mega Alakazam. I could run Sucker Punch in Pursuit and try to predict that, see if he wants to stay in or switch out. Also, a really good response to Jirachi, um, which is a very scary threat otherwise. And just all around really good um, against all the psychic types in the meta. And other than that, I mean, Bisharp is not that great, but it hits incredibly hard with Iron Head and Knockoff. So I could run a Scarf set on this as well. Outspeed some Pokemon, take them by surprise, and just take them out just like that. I don't know how much I'm going to be bringing Bisharp, but I felt like I needed a solid Dark type, and Bisharp really did fit the bill, especially since a lot of the other Dark types were gone. But Bisharp is a Pokemon I'm really looking forward to using, especially with that Sucker Punch Pursuit combo. It's going to be interesting. Also, a really good response to the Latios, like Latios, which otherwise would be really scary. I could run Sashed against Victini in order to take it out, because Victini is another scary Pokemon. Just all around a really good response to a lot of threats. And I get the feeling Bisharp's going to be going 1-for-1 with a lot of Pokemon, but other than that, it's just going to be really, really effective. Next up was Typhlosion. I needed a Fire type on my team because Fire typing is just one of the best typings in Pokemon in general. It's just so good. I would have liked a physical Fire type, but Typhlosion is really good in its own right. I mean, with Choice Scarf or Choice Specs, Eruption, it just ruins people. Especially if you can get a Flash Fire boost as well. That's just ridiculous. But yeah, it's special set is the most difficult with Eruption, Fire Blast, and you can run Extra Sentry, you can run Focus Blast, Hidden Power Grass or Electric if you'd like to predict any water types coming in or ground types. But yeah, this Pokemon, very solid wall breaker, hits very, very hard, 100% accurate, base 200, I think, power. Eruption just really, really hurts. It's such a great move. So yeah, that's Typhlosion. That's a great fire type to deal with a lot of Pokemon. Next up was Alomomola. Sorry, Alomomola. So I chose Alomomola because I wanted a Pokemon that could be physically or specially defensive. And what really drew me to it is it has Regenerator, it has Wish, Protect, Toxic, Scald, and Knockoff. Like, those moves on it are so good, and with Wish and going into another Pokemon to take a hit, getting back up to full, that's just irreplaceable. That's just so good. That's something I'm lacking on a lot of my draft teams, and something I decided I needed this season. And so Alomomola is gonna just hopefully be coming in really clutch with leftovers and Scald Burns. That would be really nice. I could even maybe just destroy a lot of Pokemon with this thing. It's a defensive Pokemon, but the problem is predicting whether it'll be physically defensive or specially defensive. And I'm gonna try to mix it up each week depending on what I need. So after that, going along the lines of wish passing, we have Lickitung. No, this is Licky actually. Licky is just a fat wish pass, sword stance pass, just all around really solid Pokemon. I mean, it has a lot of defenses in order to take hits, and it can fire right back with a Body Slam for paralysis. It can run Toxic. I'm pretty sure it gets like Haze if it wants to clear status boost or stat boost. And just it can run Dragon Tail for phasing as well. I think it might get Whirlwind too, or that's Snorlax. It's one of the two. But Licky, just very solid Pokemon all around. Very good passer. Especially if you go Sword Stance, Wish, Baton Pass into something like Garchomp, that's just terrifying. Or into Bisharp and you have Sticky Webs up. That's basically a good game right there. That's game over. So it's really nice. Alright, sorry about that. There was a blip in the recording, but I am back now. And, okay, so the last Pokemon that I actually picked up is Primeape, which is really, really good Pokemon, actually. The thing that, like, it has really good attack and, like, astounding coverage. But it has 95 speed, and its defenses are awful. But I thought I needed a fighting type on my team, and I just saw Primeape, and I'm like, this is perfect. This will fit with my team so well. And it really does. Like, it gets access to things like Gunk Shot, it gets Fire Punch, Ice Punch, Acrobatics, I think, Knockoff probably. Oh no, it doesn't get Knockoff. It gets Stone Edge though. That's so it has like a ton of coverage. It just needed the speed, and with Sticky Webs, I think that it'll have the right amount of speed that it needs to really shine on my team. So yeah, hopefully we'll be getting those battles out soon, and I'll bring you a team builder. First match is against H. Colin, so there's that. Uh, and hopefully, yeah, he's one of the best teams in the league, apparently, according to the post-draft power rankings. So I'm a little nervous for that, but I'm still looking forward to it, though. I'm thinking it's going to be a great game, and hopefully we don't get destroyed, and we even maybe come out with a W after that. So if you guys enjoyed, leave a like, comment, subscribe, uh, and let me know what you think of this team. It's maybe not the best draft I've had, but it's definitely a pretty solid team, and I'm pretty happy. Looking forward to how well this team does in the rest of the season. So, see you guys in the next video.